No, yeah, Māori o te asa le Hefrani Tuatoko. I will now be interviewing my mum on her job. Mum, if you want to introduce yourself.
Thanks, son. Hi, I'm Olivia Tuatoko. I am a strategic procurement specialist by day and a mum for the rest of the time.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, Mum, you just said a bunch of words that I do not understand.
Yeah.
But it is also a job which gives us food and a roof over our head. How do you do it, and why do you do it?
Well, the why is easy, because the why I do it is to put a roof over our heads and to put food on the table. But the job itself, the title is Strategic Procurement Specialist. I actually enjoy it. What it does is puts processes in place and in order to buy or procure things on behalf of the organisations I work for.
So you're spending the company's money
In a way, yes.
with no backfire whatsoever?
There is, it'll be the quality checker and to make sure that all purchases on behalf of the organisation are made in fair and transparent manner. So it's not only fair for the market, so the potential suppliers that provide the good or service, but also using money that provides more value once we've got it.
So you're pretty much grocery shopping for the entire company?
Pretty much, yes.
That's nice to know. When it comes to the job, and when people ask you about it, have there been any misunderstandings when it comes to, interviewing on...
Oh, yes. So the misunderstandings of procurement specialists is that they, when we're helping out the business, they believe that we might be stopping them to buy things on what they need. But what we're actually trying to do is making sure that there is a clear rationale or reason why they want to purchase what they want to purchase.
So if the company wanted to buy, like, a cargo load of chocolate, you could say yes or no to that?
We can say you need to provide us for the very reasons for wanting to purchase a cargo load of chocolate,
So
and how does that meet the organisation or the business values and strategic goals.
But it's possible.
If, for instance, I work for Maritime, so there is no reason to buy a cargo load of chocolate.
But there is a possible way to get one.
I guess if I worked for a company that needed to buy chocolate, such as Whittaker's, but they create their own.
Yeah.
So
When it comes...
maybe Santa Claus.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's got enough elves. I don't think job openings are coming anytime soon. Work hours are horrible, and the conditions in the factory, well, you've seen how factories
That's
work.
probably why the elves need the chocolate.
Yeah, why are they laced or something? Have there been... Well, what made you want to pick up procurement in the first place? Was it just something you're good at, or was it something in a field that you were interested in when studying?
Oh, that's a good question, son. It's something that I ended up landing in. When I started my journey, I was a contract manager. So that was... So a contract's an agreement between two parties. Mm-hmm. So when I was working for the government agency, I was managing and monitoring a contract to make sure that who we had an agreement with, they were delivering on. Mm-hmm. And that actually is all about relationships. So moving from that, I ended up finding myself working through processes that were procurement processes. So it ended up being a direction that I ended up being in.
Okay.
I know I lost you halfway through.
No, that's fine. But to summarize, what you basically did was the same as a hitman for the government, but buying stuff.
No, son, no. So I was.
But you were a contractor for the government.
No, I wasn't. No, I monitored the contract.
So you were the hitman's boss.
The hitman's boss.
Okay.
No. Can we not have that? So I found myself in this position through starting off as a contract manager, which was all about the relationships and building trusting relationships between the organisation I worked for and the people that we had a contract with to deliver goods or services.
So to summarise, you were trading with different companies overseas and internationally in order to provide your company with the best possible materials to do their job with.
Yes. Yes.
Well, when it comes to the whole trading and the negotiating with different companies, have there been any difficulties in your work so far? Ones that you would give advice to for any that would wish to go through this like line of work or anything similar to it?
I think what's key in the line of work is to have good relationships with the people that you work with, and the relationships that you hold with the people that that need to provide you with the goods and services that you need.
So you're saying friendly relations over
friendly and trusting relationships
over the amount of money spent.
Yeah, you can't think about. So the money that you spend, you need to make sure that they are delivering, using it wisely. But you can't find that out if you don't have a good relationship with the people that are doing it. You've got to know your purpose, and you've got to know, and you have to build that trust. So if there is any problems, then you can help solve it straight away.
Thank you. Now, I think we want to end off with the final question, which is, do you have that cargo load of chocolate ready, or?
You'll find out on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Because I already landed in it. Yeah.
Okay. So, what made you want to become, I guess, what made you want to do procurement? Was there any inspiration behind it, or was it just you were studying and you've landed in the job?
What I studied at university is probably nothing to do with what I do as a career now, and it is just a funny way of how I've landed in it. I do every job that I've had inspiring people in each of those roles, and people that I've looked up to and learnt a lot from. They're usually the quiet ones in the room, but I've been able to just pick up a few tips and learn from my mistakes as well.
Okay. To all the people out there, or young people out there who are doing procurement, managing, or have found their way into that role, or just interested in it in general, do you have any advice for them?
Yes. Keep creating good relationships with everyone that you come across. There are some papers that you can do, whether you're at university. I believe there's a procurement paper at university you can undertake. Otherwise, if you're already in a role and you're looking for additional education, you can look at SIPS. SIPS papers, or just get in contact with me.
Okay. Thank you, Mum, for that.
You're welcome.
Is that...
That was weird. I didn't.
Oh, yes. By the way, Mum, I found that when describing something that you do, like a job or a hobby, when you describe it like something you do in everyday life, like a mundane task, activity, or just anything else, it's easier to understand. When it comes to the work of procurement management, how would you describe it?
Well, I know you were talking about supermarket shopping earlier, so I would describe it more about baking a banana cake, for example. So if your outcome is to have a banana cake, when you're procuring bananas, it's got to meet a certain requirement. So for instance, a banana cake, you wouldn't use the new yellow bananas. You would be looking at getting more of the dark, like older bananas, because they're better for the banana cake. And then you will go through all the process, which are your requirements, in order to mix all the ingredients together and put it in the oven.
So getting the right ingredients and the right amount of the ready-to-prepare ingredients, which is the requirements for this.
Yes.
You come out with the perfect banana cake, which is the solution to what procurement gives.
Correct. So there are 3 stages with procurement. There's your planning and your sourcing and your manage. So your planning is you're writing down on the banana cake recipe. So you've written all your ingredients down. Your sourcing is going out to find the right ingredients for your banana cake, and that's where you get your older bananas and your flour and your sugar, and then matching it all together to make your cake. And once it's come out of the oven, and then managing it is you sharing it out to all your family, who will judge it at the end.
Do you get a slice of the banana cake?
If I'm lucky, if you guys leave me some.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. That's a very nice way of describing it. So, for all the young people or youth that want to go into procurement or find themselves in that area, do you have any advice or anything they need, like skills and qualifications for this type of work?
Yeah, so to get into procurement, you have to be good at relationship management or know how to talk to people. It would be good to know how to manage your time appropriately, know how to solve problems fast, be adaptable, and understand risk and how to solve it, and be able to understand how the market works as well.
Is there any references you could give to those studying this through university and such?
Yes, so I believe there's a paper at university that you can study. Otherwise, you can do some more additional study through SIPs. And if you're already in the workplace, you can probably get your boss to support you in doing that route.
Before we head off, is there any more additional or little details about the job that are important to know before getting into it?
No, that it's... I could tell you what I have at the back of my mind every time I'm working, that I know that it's not my life, that I'm doing it for my family. So at the end of the day, no matter how stressful a job can get, it's time. You can always walk away and your family's more important.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for this interview.
Well, welcome, darling.